So I just got back from seeing Zootopia 2. It's been almost 10 years or more. It's been more than 10 years. It's been over 10 years since we've seen Zootopia. Can you believe that? Anyway, Nick Wilde and Buddy Hobbs are at it again. They're partners and they've saved the city, as you guys seen in Zootopia 1. And this movie is going to be starring a new player to the game, which is a snake. And the thing about Zootopia when it comes to snakes is that it's been over 100 years since we've seen a snake in Zootopia. Snakes can't be trusted. Snakes bite people. They're venomous. You know, you going back to the biblical times, you know, about the snake, Adam and Eve. Snakes have a bad reputation in this world and apparently in the Zootopia universe as well. So they're trying to find this snake who somehow made his way into Zootopia and is messing things up. People are going crazy. Judy Hobbs, Nick Wilde, you guys go there, solve the crime, go out there and save the day and see what's going on with this snake in this land and see if you can fix the situation. That's the movie. But let me tell you how I feel about this thing. I'm watching this movie and I couldn't help but compare Zootopia 1 to this movie because Zootopia 1 was a near perfect film. We're talking about a film that's for kids and for adults. I mean, some of the undertones and the narratives that were in that first Zootopia movie are very adult and even more relevant now than they were back then because the world has changed a bit. We've had a pandemic and we had the George Floyd stuff and we have this political landscape that we're in that wasn't really as prevalent as it was 12 years ago. It's even worse today. So we need Zootopia today, now, more than ever. So knowing that I'm watching this movie and I'm like, yeah, wow me, okay, there's this snake and people don't like snakes. Snakes shouldn't be here. They're bad. They bite people, which is very close to like the racial profiling and the differences from the first Zootopia. So I'm like, okay, let's see where they're going. And when I'm watching this movie, I can't help but notice that this movie is not the first Zootopia. I gotta let you guys know, this movie wasn't worth the wait. I don't think many people were waiting for this movie per se, but I wanted to see it. I'm a huge Zootopia fan. I thought this movie was gonna be excellent, but sadly, it's not excellent. And I'm really trying to fight myself to understand would I even call this movie good, because the story, the dialogue, the character-driven narratives, the undertone, you know, racial, separatist stuff. This is much more safe of a movie. The first Zootopia dove in. We're in a very hypersensitive reality nowadays, and it sadly affected Zootopia 2. They were afraid to take it there in this movie like they did the first Zootopia. The Shakira song, I mean, going all the way to the Shakira song was inferior. And I'm just watching the movie and I'm like, Zootopia 1 did this already. And not only did they do this, they did this so much better. So I'm watching it, I'm like, okay, this is what we're talking about. This is not going to be it, is it? But it really is. We're really going to try to find out and follow around this snake and its history. And the story that they give for why this is so important, it comes at the sacrifice of the relationship between Judy and Nick. Because at the end of Zootopia 1, what did you feel? Oh, they're the heroes of the city. They're running things. They're the top cops. But this thing, Zootopia 2, drops them down a couple of pegs. You thought that they would have been in a much more prestigious position in Zootopia 2, but you realize that they're really not. And they're really rehashing some of the ups and downs of a relationship. But Zootopia 1, it was a closed bow. So well done. How do you make a movie better than that? How do you make a sequel to this movie? How do you make a movie that may not be better, because it's going to be hard to make a better movie than Zootopia, but a different movie? But they chose to kind of ride the hype of what Zootopia 1 story was with the prejudices, with the snake and all, but they just never even came close to that hit of how deep Zootopia 1 got. This movie is shallow, surface level, and it leaves much to be desired. I walked out of this movie disappointed, I'll be honest. My family enjoyed it though. You know, they thought it was like a B, C+, B plus, around there. I'm much more different because I really loved the first Zootopia movie, and it's just like you're introducing all these new characters and these things, but the story itself doesn't work for me. Zootopia 1, when I say this, I'm not capping, in every category, it's better than Zootopia 2. Every one. Score, music, dialogue, the theme set, the look of the movie, the animation, the voiceover work. I mean, all of it. It's way funnier, Zootopia 1. There's a couple of laughs that I had in here that are pretty darn great that referenced other Disney movies. I think that was freaking fantastic. I was having a good time until I wasn't, because I realized what this movie was not going to be. And it's like the pacing of the movie is kind of different. And what was more so upsetting to me is the relationship between Judy and Nick. And I feel like the love, the chemistry, the respect for what they went through in the first movie. We're talking about near death. Remember she shot Nick with the blueberry? He was gonna bite her. It was like that felt scary and weird, but it was great to see that she had to give up her biases against foxes, and he had to let go of himself to trust somebody that wouldn't betray him and actually be his friend. And they had that, and then they kind of try to redo that in this movie. I'm like, wait, we've done this, we've moved past this. So I'm seeing character. This is more like a reboot than a sequel. I swear to you, like if this was Zootopia, if Zootopia 2 was Zootopia 1 and Zootopia was Zootopia 2, now we're cooking, because it evolves and goes somewhere. But this way, it starts off so high, it just devolves and goes down the stairs. We were on the 4th floor, now we in the parking lot. We in B2. So it's like, not trying to rag on this movie, it's just that I'm just very disappointed in it. We're talking about the hype that it had, the marketing. This thing is tracking to make what they say $500 million opening weekend cap. But we'll see, because China's eating this thing up. It's the year of the snake, so that's really good marketing there. So they shoehorn that snake, makes perfect sense. China's eating it up. And I want this movie to do well. It's just, guys, I just can't, I don't want to, I can't recommend this movie. Like, I could recommend it to families, but if you're a Zootopia fan and you're expecting what Zootopia 1 gave, you're really not going to get that. They bring in some of the characters from the first movie. Very nice to see them and all that. That's great. But there's a lot of other stuff that's missing that doesn't hit the mark for me. So I was a little bit disappointed walking out of this movie, and I would definitely say that Wicked for Good is a much better movie and is a much better time, and you guys should go see Wicked for Good. That thing hits, and it hits pretty freaking hard. Wicked 2, Wicked for Good, is a true sequel to what the first Wicked was. So with all that being said, I think it's a good time. Families will like it. A lot of people will enjoy this movie, but for a sequel to have nothing to do that's better than the first hurts. And what hurts it even more so is that it's mimicking the same story that the first movie did near perfectly. So then you're asking yourself, what's the point of this movie outside of a cash grab?
NotJustAnime.com is here. Yeah. Go to NotJustAnime.com, click any video that you want, and boom, you're going to see a page to authenticate through Patreon. Click the Patreon authentication, and that's it. You're in. Hundreds of videos of anime content to come. Some of these videos are like an hour long, some of them 2 hours long. Only way to find out is go to NotJustAnime.com. You get access to our special Discord server, and I would like to officially announce that we're going to be reacting to One Piece. NotJustAnime.com.
And that's what Zootopia is to me. It's a high production value Disney cash grab. And that's why I got to give this movie a C. Zootopia 2 gets a C, and that's just how I feel about it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Subscribe to Jody's Corner, because we keep it $1,3,000 down there. Happy holidays, and I hope you guys have a great day. All right, deuces.